This is another one of those videos that I'm filming mostly for myself because I just want to like reflect for a minute. But I am kind of in my feelings, and I'm driving, so I'm not going to look at the camera really, but I'm kind of in my feelings this week about foster care. So our last little love left in the middle of June. It was very traumatic. You guys saw all of that. I shared it. He's been reunited with family, and I have heard very few updates, but the one update or two updates that I've heard is he's okay. And it's just, I got a little bit of an update this week, which I can't really share any details, but just, it's on my heart. And we've been foster parents for 5 years, or almost 5. It'll be 5 years in January since we started the process to be foster parents. So, every time we've had a baby leave, which a lot of people ask us, so I should clear a couple of things up just for those wondering. In our family, we take usually newborns that have dealt with some sort of substance abuse or neglect. That is generally what we take. We take infants. Most of our babies have been newborns. Actually, all but one has been newborns, like straight from the hospital. And a lot of people say, like, why do you narrow your focus so much to that? Well, because in our region of the world where we live, it's a huge problem. Drugs for babies are a huge problem. So there is a need, and we have consistently had a placement for 5 years. So this is the longest, from June when this baby left until now, this is the longest we've ever gone without a foster placement. And my heart is ready. Like, I have enjoyed summer with my family, but like my arms are aching for a baby. And the only way that and right, wrong, or indifferent, like, this is really vulnerable, but I'm just sharing because this is foster care. The way that I heal and move forward from when a placement that you've had since 4 days old leaves at 10 months or 11 or 12 months is by getting a new baby that needs me. And we have love to give. We have more children that we want to love on. Now, that's by no means meaning that I'm like wishing for a child to be removed from their family, because I know that this happens in brokenness. But the deal is, guys, the substance abuse and neglect is happening regardless of whether I'm getting calls or not, right? So it's not like I'm wishing for this to happen so I get a baby. It's like I'm just wishing that one of these babies that this has happened to gets put in our home. And so now we're going on like 6 weeks or so, probably, since we've really been active of not having a placement. And that's hard. When you're ready and you're not getting a placement, it's hard. And I understand that's a really short time. Some of you that are foster parents have been waiting for like months and months and months, even years, to foster or adopt or whatever. It's just not typical where we are to go very long between placements. Like our last, just to put it in perspective, one of our placements left last October, and we had another placement. We had another placement within like 10 days. And then we've had some calls, but just nothing's worked out. Which you guys saw my last video about that. So I'm just coming on here being really raw and honest in that the wait is hard. And honestly, it's not even as much, the wait is hard, but also it's just like always wondering each day, like, is today the day? Like the adrenaline is there for like the first couple of weeks that you're on baby watch. But then like checking your phone every 10 seconds gets old and annoying, and you're tired of constantly wondering. And you're like, okay, God, is this it? Like, am I going to get another placement? And I feel like God has always been so faithful to us and like heard our prayers and given us peace when we needed it. And I'm so grateful for that. And it feels like, I don't know, I just need to pray to be content where I am and just pray. I just need to focus on prayer and just focus that I'm praying for all of the babies in the system, for all of the brokenness, for all of the bio families, for all of our prior placements. And I know I need to be settled and content in where I am and stop like stressing. But I don't know. I think part of the excitement of me getting to like stay home and work from home is knowing that I get to love on little babies too. So that's been on my mind this week. And like I said, I don't share to be negative. I really truthfully believe that like no negative or neutral on social media is a good thing. Like we want positivity, but I also firmly believe in realness and in just being honest, because I think people can relate to that. And I think that other people that are going through this or looking into it and want to know what it's really like deserve to know like the inside scoop on it from someone that's done this for a while. So my encouragement to you is, if you're in the wait for a placement, I'm right there with you. And I feel your desire of your heart. And at the same time, I recognize that contentment is a thing and that God has a plan and the right baby will come to us in the right time. But I don't know, I just felt compelled to share this with you guys today. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Next week's a new week. Enjoy what God has for you this weekend.